Some games are not just great stories or exciting challenges. They become experiences that stay with you forever. These are titles that deliver unforgettable moments, whether through epic battles, captivating narratives, or worlds that feel alive. Whether action, horror, mystery, or adventure games, each one has something unique to offer. We've gathered 20 linear games that you need to play at least once. Get ready to discover titles that deserve a spot on your list. I'm Jax, and if you're new here, welcome to the Play Hunters channel. I bring daily content so you never miss a detail about the gaming universe. If you could subscribe to help me grow, I'd be really happy. From one gamer to another. Starting off, we have The Last of Us, an intense drama set in a post-apocalyptic world devastated by a fungal infection. The journey takes you through ruined cities, quarantine zones, and hostile territories, where each encounter could be deadly. The bond between those still surviving becomes as crucial as the fight for survival itself, creating a powerful and emotional narrative. Combat requires strategy, combining stealth and direct action in environments that never guarantee safety. Resources are limited, making the search for supplies and crafting improvised items essential. Every confrontation can be solved in different ways, encouraging varied approaches and rewarding adaptability to circumstances. The setting is a spectacle on its own, with environments showing the degradation of the world and the remnants of a lost past. Streets overtaken by vegetation, crumbling buildings, and forgotten diaries tell silent stories. The melancholic soundtrack enhances the experience, making every moment even more impactful. Next, we have a game that delivers brutal combat and an intense cinematic narrative. A journey through hostile lands, filled with colossal creatures and relentless challenges. God of War combines visceral action with a story full of emotion and conflicts. Each battle requires strategy, strength, and precision, making each strike memorable. The world created impresses with details that make every environment feel grand. The combat system brings fluid animations and mechanics that demand mastery of abilities. The axe returns with impact, making every attack satisfying and strategic. Varied enemies require different responses, keeping the fights challenging. Between battles, there are moments of exploration and puzzles that enrich the journey. Each region offers secrets, hidden paths, and striking visuals. The setting brings dense forests, towering mountains, and forgotten ruins, all with impressive detail. The uncut camera keeps everything intense, bringing every scene closer to the action. Realistic facial expressions convey emotions naturally, deepening the characters. The soundtrack complements each moment, enhancing the impact of the most important scenes. Between electrifying combat and contemplative moments, everything fits perfectly. In third place, we have a game that blends mystery, psychological horror, and an engaging narrative. A dark story unfolds as the protagonist faces supernatural threats and his own sanity. Alan Wake Remastered offers a dense atmosphere where darkness hides unexpected dangers. Light becomes the player's greatest ally, essential for facing shadowy creatures and uncovering secrets. Every location visited carries an unsettling mood, reinforcing the tense tone of the journey. The gameplay mixes action and suspense, requiring control of available resources to survive. The flashlight not only illuminates the path, but also dispels the constant threat of darkness. Combat becomes a tactical game of attacking and managing limited ammunition. The game builds tension with unpredictable moments, keeping you always alert. Between intense chases and enigmatic discoveries, the plot develops intriguingly. The settings range from dark forests to small, mysterious towns, all rich in detail. The game uses dynamic lighting to create threatening shadows and moments of pure immersion. Graphical improvements make everything clearer, making every detail even more impactful. The sound design hits the right tone, enhancing every step in the darkness with unsettling sounds. The narrative unfolds like a thriller, delivering twists that captivate from start to finish. Continuing, we have a game that delivers intense combat and a captivating story in one of the most iconic sci-fi sagas. A journey filled with electrifying duels, cinematic chases, and grandiose environments. Star Wars Jedi: Survivor expands the mechanics of its predecessor, offering more freedom to explore and fight. Each battle requires quick reflexes and mastery of abilities to face challenging enemies. Between confrontations and exploration moments, there's always something new to discover. The combat is fluid and strategic, with varied ways to face different types of opponents. The lightsaber becomes an extension of the fight, used in creative ways. Special abilities provide combat advantages and help solve challenges scattered across the world. Movement has been improved, allowing parkour, precise jumps, and new traversal methods. Each visited location presents secrets, challenges, and memorable battles. The environments range from vibrant cities to forgotten ruins, each with a unique and impressive visual. The details stand out, from the metallic reflections on armor to realistic light effects. The soundtrack maintains the epic tone of the franchise, elevating moments of action and discovery. The narrative advances with well-crafted dialogues and twists that keep everything unpredictable. Between exciting missions and unexpected encounters, there's always a reason to keep moving forward. In fifth place, we have a game that mixes psychological horror and action in a disturbing world. Every step leads you to dark places where grotesque threats lurk and reality seems distorted. The evil within builds an agonizing atmosphere, combining unexpected scares with a constant sense of danger. Ammunition is limited, requiring caution when facing terrifying creatures. Exploration, strategy, and courage are essential to survive the horrors that appear along the way. Combat is tense, requiring precision and intelligence to avoid being cornered by threats. Besides traditional weapons, you can use the environment to set traps and gain an advantage. Hiding also becomes an option when fighting isn't the best choice. Each encounter with enemies is unpredictable, keeping the tension high at all times. The game isn't just about action. It also brings moments of pure unease in macabre settings. The environments are detailed, ranging from claustrophobic hallways to dark forests and decaying buildings. The creature designs are disturbing, making every new enemy an uncomfortable sight. The game uses light and shadow to create impactful and unpredictable horror scenes. Sound plays a crucial role, with terrifying noises that heighten immersion in the terror. Every moment is a mix of tension and mystery, making it impossible to predict what's coming next. In sixth place, we have an adventure that combines exploration, action, and challenges in tombs filled with deadly traps. Adventures in remote locations lead to stunning discoveries and intense battles against determined enemies. Shadow of the Tomb Raider deepens the journey with vast environments, full of hidden secrets and constant dangers. Each setting demands attention, whether scaling ancient structures or solving challenging puzzles. Between forgotten ruins and treacherous jungles, every step could reveal something surprising. Combat allows for varied approaches, from direct attacks to strategic stealth. The bow becomes essential for eliminating enemies without drawing attention, while heavier weapons ensure explosive confrontations. In addition to battles, there are moments of underwater exploration and vertical challenges requiring precision. The tombs are more elaborate, bringing complex puzzles and traps that test reasoning and reflexes. Progression unlocks skills that expand possibilities within the world. The environments impress, with lush forests, ancient temples, and villages hidden among mountains. The game handles verticality well, allowing risky climbs and precise jumps between cliffs. Lighting and weather effects create dynamic landscapes, making each location even more immersive. Environmental details enrich the journey, from mysterious inscriptions to fossils hidden in caves. The sense of discovery is always present, making each exploration rewarding. In seventh place, we have a game that reinvents a classic, bringing impressive graphics and exciting battles. Each environment transports you to a world full of conflicts, secrets, and impactful twists. Final Fantasy VII Remake expands the original story, deepening characters and exploring iconic locations with new details. The combat system balances strategy and action, allowing for quick attacks combined with special abilities. Between electrifying battles and exploration moments, there's always something impactful happening. Battles mix real-time action with tactical commands, requiring quick decisions in each encounter. Switching between characters adds dynamism, allowing different combat styles in the same fight. Enemies require varied approaches, from direct attacks to more elaborate strategies. Outside of combat, there are side missions that deepen the world and reveal new challenges. The game maintains a balanced pace, alternating tense moments with well-crafted dialogues. The environments feature vibrant cities, decaying industrial areas, and regions full of mystery. The level of detail is impressive, with bustling streets, weathered posters, and buildings marked by time. Realistic lighting highlights both the grandeur of locations and the darker, more dangerous corners. Animations flow naturally, giving more life to characters' expressions and interactions. Each environment contributes to immersion, making the journey even more memorable. In 8th place, we have a game that delivers horror and tension in a claustrophobic and relentless environment. Each narrow corridor hides dangers, while the fight for survival becomes increasingly intense. The Callisto Protocol bets on brutal combat, where every blow needs to be calculated to avoid being dominated by horrific creatures. Melee combat is essential, requiring precise dodges and timely attacks. The atmosphere of isolation makes every encounter even more nerve-wracking. Battles are visceral, with detailed animations that enhance the brutality of the confrontations. The lack of resources forces you to find alternative ways to deal with enemies strategically. Besides direct action, there are moments where silence prevails, heightening the feeling of imminent danger. Exploration is also crucial, revealing hidden information and paths that can be decisive. The game maintains an intense pace, alternating constant tension with brief moments of relief. The environments are oppressive, with dark corridors, abandoned areas, and metal structures covered in blood. Lighting and shadows create a scary atmosphere, where any corner could hide something terrifying. The sound effects reinforce the tension, with metallic noises and distant sounds increasing paranoia. The creature designs are grotesque, making each enemy a real threat. Everything contributes to an environment where fear never disappears. In 9th place, we have a game that mixes stealth, action, and a world full of impactful choices. Each mission presents multiple approaches, allowing for everything from direct attacks to silent and lethal moves. Dishonored 2 expands on the first game, bringing unique abilities in more complex environments. Special powers open creative paths, making each encounter an opportunity to test different strategies. The consequences of actions dynamically shape the stories unfolding. Combat combines traditional weapons with supernatural abilities, creating fast and unpredictable confrontations. Agile movement allows you to scale buildings, cross shadows, and surprise enemies without being seen. The game encourages exploration, hiding secrets and alternative routes in every corner of the map. Each location has its own challenges, requiring constant adaptation to progress. The freedom of approach keeps every mission unique, with no right or wrong path. Environments vary between decaying cities and luxurious palaces, all rich in details and full of life. Architecture and lighting create unique atmospheres, reinforcing the sense of mystery and intrigue. Characters react to decisions made, making the world more dynamic and immersive. Small details in the environments tell stories, revealing more about society and its conflicts. Each mission brings a new place to explore, always with hidden secrets. In 10th place, we have a game that turns one of the most iconic franchises into an interactive story full of twists. Every choice influences the course of events, making each decision significant. Batman: The Telltale series delves into the psychological side of the hero, exploring moral dilemmas and complex relationships. Investigations require attention, connecting clues to uncover hidden mysteries. Between tense dialogues and action moments, every scene keeps you engaged. Choices shape both the vigilante's life and the identity outside the costume. Relationships transform based on decisions, bringing consequences that affect the entire narrative. Combat follows a cinematic style, with quick events that demand precise reflexes. Investigations deepen the plot, requiring analysis of evidence and reconstruction of crime scenes. Each chapter advances unpredictably, ensuring surprises until the end. The environments capture the city's duality, with decaying streets contrasting with luxurious and dark settings. The art direction reinforces the noir tone, creating a striking and distinctive visual style. Detailed facial expressions make dialogues even more intense and impactful. Every detail contributes to an immersive universe full of narrative layers. In 12th place, we have a game that delivers cinematic action, exploration, and impressive challenges. Each setting brings grand landscapes where dangers and mysteries hide at every step. Uncharted 4 bets on breathtaking sequences, blending chases, combat, and risky climbs. The platforming mechanics are refined, allowing for seamless transitions between exploration and action. Shootouts are dynamic, requiring constant movement and strategic use of the environment. Melee combat packs a punch, making each confrontation intense and varied. Puzzles emerge as natural challenges, requiring observation and reasoning to advance. The game balances frantic moments with calmer sections, ensuring an engaging pace. Each location visited brings new challenges, keeping the gameplay consistently fun. The environments impress with their level of detail, featuring vibrant forests, ancient cities, and islands full of secrets. The physics is well crafted, making climbs, falls, and the destruction of structures more realistic. Lighting effects highlight changing weather conditions, creating dynamic and immersive landscapes. The enhanced animation system adds fluidity to movements, making each action feel more natural. Everything fits together to create an adventure where every moment matters. In 13th place, we have a game that makes time the central piece of an intriguing mystery. Trapped in a repetitive cycle, each attempt brings new information and challenges the search for the ultimate solution. 12 Minutes bets on a unique mechanic where every action influences the next minutes. Small details make all the difference, requiring constant observation and experimentation. Each repetition uncovers hidden secrets, deepening the plot further. The gameplay is based on interacting with the environment and testing different approaches. Common objects can have multiple uses, depending on the right moment to use them. Dialogue plays a crucial role, changing as new discoveries are made. Each choice may open new paths or send you back to the start. Patience and creativity are essential to unraveling the mystery. The minimalist graphics create an intimate environment, reinforcing the sense of confinement. The top-down perspective allows for observing every detail of the small residence. Lighting and shadows change subtly, creating a dense, tense atmosphere. The animations are subtle but expressive, conveying emotions without exaggerated visuals. Everything contributes to a suspenseful atmosphere where every second counts. In 14th place, we have a game that blends science fiction and drama in a journey full of mystery. Each setting hides clues about unknown events, requiring attention to every detail. Somerville relies on a narrative without dialogue, telling its story only through images and ambience. Progression occurs through exploration and solving environmental puzzles. Each new discovery adds depth to the central mystery. The gameplay mixes platforming and puzzles, requiring interaction with the environment to move forward. Light and shadow play a key role, altering the way the world reacts around you. Challenges appear naturally, with no obvious tutorials or direct explanations. The pace is measured, alternating moments of calm with pure tension. The feeling of isolation is constant, reinforcing the melancholic tone of the story. The environments feature abandoned cities, devastated fields, and mysterious structures. Realistic lighting transforms each environment, creating sharp contrast between safety and danger. The art direction uses subtle colors and deep shadows, giving it a cinematic tone. Weather effects make the world more immersive, reacting to the narrative changes. Each location feels like it has its own story, enriching the journey further. In 15th place, we have a game that mixes psychological suspense and action in a plot full of mysteries. The past and present intertwine, creating a fragmented and unpredictable narrative. Get even bets on non-linear progression, where distorted memories reveal hidden secrets. Exploration is guided by visual and auditory cues, requiring attention to every detail. Each new fragment of information shifts the understanding of events. The gameplay mixes shootouts with investigation, alternating between intense action and analytical moments. A special device allows you to scan the environment, uncovering hidden clues in the scenery. Choices influence how events unfold, altering both small and big details. Tension is constant, with sudden changes in the environment reinforcing the sense of uncertainty. Nothing is exactly as it seems, and every clue could lead to new revelations. The environments vary between abandoned facilities, narrow corridors, and places distorted by the protagonist's mind. Lighting and visual filters create an oppressive atmosphere, reinforcing the feeling of paranoia. The minimalist interface keeps the focus on exploration without unnecessary distractions. The game uses subtle sound effects to guide attention, making each environment more immersive. The result is an intriguing journey where every detail could be the key to the puzzle. In 16th place, we have a game that takes space exploration to an exciting and challenging level. Each mission brings unexpected dangers, requiring precision and planning to move forward. Deliver Us Mars combines an engaging narrative with gameplay focused on survival and exploration. The Red Planet hides secrets, and uncovering its past is as important as overcoming its challenges. Between risky climbs and complex puzzles, every moment tests different skills. Movement demands full mastery of the environment, with mechanics simulating realistic gravity and physics. Climbing uneven surfaces becomes a challenge in itself, requiring coordination and patience. You must manage resources, ensuring enough oxygen and energy to continue. Missions range from piloting and solving puzzles to deep investigations. Each task brings you closer to the truth, keeping the mystery ever present. The environments capture the solitude of space, with vast, barren landscapes and futuristic, abandoned structures. Dynamic lighting reinforces the immensity of the planet, creating a contrast between beauty and hostility. The technical details of the equipment make the experience more immersive and believable. Each structure explored reveals new elements of the story, making the journey even more engaging. The sense of discovery is constant, keeping the interest from start to finish. In 17th place, we have a game that combines intense action with a charming world full of challenges. The journey is full of agile combat, mystical creatures, and lush landscapes. Kena Bridge of Spirits blends exploration with strategic battles, requiring precision in attacks and special ability usage. Little spirits accompany the adventure, helping in combat and solving puzzles. Combat requires balance between dodges, quick strikes, and smart use of available abilities. Enemies vary in patterns and weaknesses, making each encounter unique and challenging. In addition to the action, there are exploration moments that reveal secrets and enhance abilities. Solving environmental puzzles becomes essential to progress and unlock new areas. The progression maintains an engaging pace, alternating between intense fights and discoveries in the environment. The graphics impress, with vibrant settings, dense forests, and ancient ruins full of details. Lighting highlights transitions between peaceful moments and intense battles. The animations are smooth, giving natural flow to movements and making combat even more satisfying. Small effects like dust particles and water reflections enrich the setting. Everything combines to create a captivating world where every detail makes a difference. In 18th place, we have a game that transforms martial arts into fast and impactful fights. Every strike needs to be calculated, as enemies are relentless and any mistake can be fatal. Sifu bets on a fluid combat system where quick reflexes and mastery of mechanics make all the difference. Progression is not only based on skills, but also on strategy and learning from each defeat. With each new attempt, the path to revenge becomes even more challenging. The combat system combines direct attacks, dodges, and precise counterattacks to defeat powerful opponents. The difficulty demands full attention, making each confrontation a true test of endurance and skill. Over time, the character ages, gaining more strength but losing endurance. Choosing which skills to retain between attempts completely changes the approach to challenges. Each environment introduces new threats, requiring constant adaptation. The settings vary between narrow alleys, ancient temples, and neon-lit nightclubs, creating striking visual contrasts. The art direction features a stylized approach, emphasizing strong colors and fluid animations. The strikes are impactful, with visual effect highlighting each successful hit and dodge. The destruction of environments during combat makes everything even more dynamic and realistic. The fast pace and intensity of the fights ensure a unique and electrifying experience. In 19th place, we have a game that offers total freedom to approach missions in various ways. In a vast, open world, every decision alters the course of events. Metal Gear Solid 5 delivers refined stealth, strategic combat, and a vast arsenal of possibilities. Planning is essential, whether for silent infiltrations or direct attacks. Each mission can be approached differently, making each attempt unique. The gameplay system combines fluid movement, advanced AI, and varied tactics. The environment reacts to actions, forcing strategy changes as time passes. Equipment and allies can be used to facilitate infiltrations or create distractions. The operational base evolves with progress, unlocking improvements and new resources. The game doesn't impose strict rules, allowing each approach to differ from the previous one. The settings vary from barren deserts to military camps and secret facilities scattered across the map. The day-night cycle influences missions, altering patrols and making infiltrations harder or easier. Weather effects add unpredictability, requiring constant adaptation. Detailed animations and realistic physics give weight to each movement and action. Everything contributes to an immersive experience, where every detail makes a difference. Next, we have a game that expands its franchise beyond dark tunnels and claustrophobic corridors. The journey takes you through devastated territories, where each location hides dangers and unexpected secrets. Metro Exodus combines action, stealth, and survival in a world where every resource is valuable. Combat requires caution, as ammunition and supplies are limited, making every decision crucial. Between intense encounters and exploration moments, the tension never disappears. The gameplay alternates between brutal combat and moments of total silence, where stealth is the best choice. Weapons can be modified, adapting to different situations and playstyles. Enemies range from organized human patrols to unpredictable mutant creatures. The day-night cycle influences enemy behavior, creating opportunities or increasing challenges. Each new environment brings a different pace, requiring varied strategies. The settings range from destroyed cities to radioactive forests and inhospitable deserts, all filled with details. Dynamic lighting enhances the oppressive atmosphere, creating contrast between beauty and decay. Weather effects transform the world, with sandstorms and blizzards affecting visibility. Small details like dirty weapons and broken masks reinforce the immersion in survival. The feeling of always being on the edge of danger accompanies every step of the journey. And tell me, which of these games have you had the chance to play? Did any of them spark your curiosity? And would you add them to your list of upcoming games? We'd love to know which one caught your attention the most. Feel free to share in the comments any game that should have been on this list but got left out. I'm leaving a video in the card with a list of 20 games that flopped but are incredible and you need to give them a chance. Just click to watch. If you can, please subscribe to the channel to help me grow and never be unsure about what to play again. A big hug, enjoy the game, and see you tomorrow.